was sexually assaulted on campus about 3 years ago. It was a guy that initially we had a casual relationship. We never defined what we were, but there was one time, so we had been intimate several times, and there was one time where we hooked up and he had proceeded to have sex with me without my consent. Initially I want to say it's more of my culture than my color, only because with my first assault it was with a family member and the Black community, like family, and a lot of communities, but especially in the Black community, like family is really everything, and there's always that close connection that is usually expected and that usually happens within like your families. And then also, unfortunately, in the Black community, there's a lot of times where sexual assault is swept under the rug, especially if it's with it, like in between family members. So I think just with the way I grew up, and especially I know in my family, a lot of times when things really happen, like when bad things happen, people never really knew. There wasn't really that much transparency with those things. So I figured that if I did say something, I might not have really been heard.
I was assaulted my freshman year. It was Halloween and I was with two friends of mine. We were off campus for trying to find a party or whatever. So we were sitting on some steps waiting to meet up with a few guy friends of ours. And this guy came up to us and didn't really say much. Definitely could have been on something. But was kind of just standing there and wouldn't leave. We used a typical line, that women use to get men away from them, and oh, we have boyfriends, like we're not interested in talking, like we're waiting for friends. And before I knew it, I feel someone's hands around my neck and on my hair, and it was just the fastest moment of my life, and I'm being dragged to the ground by my neck, and at the same time he's hitting me from the side while he's dragging me down. I guess I didn't take it as seriously as I could have, but I think that was my way of dealing with it, was to kind of act like it wasn't real in a way. It was like to push it off and like as a faint memory and try to like delete it and not have to deal with it.
I feel like just in our society, unfortunately, Black women have always been hypersexualized. So then it's the aspect of, if you go to people outside of your community, they may not necessarily take to heart or as much the abuse that you went through, because in their minds, unfortunately, there are some people out here who might think you asked for it, or because you have curves, or because of like your body shape, they might think that, oh, like, are you sure this wasn't something you wanted?
I am a Black woman, and as much as, yes, we are women, we are all together, we're united, I'm a Black woman and my struggles are different. Queer women, their struggles are different. Latino women, their struggles are different. And it's not only important to advocate as women all together, but we need to advocate for these other marginalized communities and recognize and hear their struggles as well. We can't let the narrative be the white woman. We can't ignore other people's stories. We need to bring them to light as well. And we need to fight equally for them.